Hello, this is Women in Business Wednesdays, and I have a very special guest this week, Lisa Muse. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
So here's why she's such a super special guest, because Lisa is actually my sister. So we have the same father, we have different mothers, but we are sisters. So welcome, sister, to my podcast.
Thank you, sister. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you. And I'm proud of you too.
Thank you. And I appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely. So, and I guess it runs in the family. She's a woman in business, entrepreneur. So I know Lisa, so she's in real estate. So guys, and we'll give out her information a little bit later. But if you're looking to buy a house, and are you only licensed in Maryland?
I'm licensed in Maryland and DC.
Okay, so if you're looking to buy a house in Maryland or DC, we'll definitely give out her information at the end. But Lisa, so you had a good job, right?
I had a good job for 17 years, actually, for the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority. I was actually a superintendent there and really dedicated, but transitioned over into real estate 3 years ago.
Okay. And so why would someone, if you have a good job, right? And I'm saying good job, why would someone choose to leave their good, stable? Because I'm sure, I know like in the DC area, PG County, like working at Metro is like the place to work, right? Because they have good benefits and they have good pay. So why would you leave your good job to sell real estate?
So I've always been the type of person, you always have to have a backup for the backup. So what that means is life happened with Metro. You kind of dedicate yourself to an organization, things happen. And I think when God, I'm really religious, when God shuts one door, then another one opens. Absolutely. So jumped out there on faith. And I have been moving forward ever since and haven't looked back.
I love it.
Yep. I've been in real estate for approximately almost 3 years. Last year, I did 3.5 million in sales, and that's pretty good for, just starting out. But I have a lot of support and a lot of friends that have helped me. And I like helping other people in return. So if someone helps me up, I always, have my hand extended to help that other person out as well.
Don't forget about your sister, because I can help with mortgage protection.
I definitely won't. You have to kind of look out for each other in this business. So it's definitely not like what you see on TV, like selling houses and real estate in Tampa and stuff like that. It can be glamorous at times because you do make that money. However, every transaction is different. So you have to have patience, and you have to be able to help your clients from point A to point B, so that they can have a beautiful and wonderful experience as well.
So why did you decide, what was it specifically about real estate that made you want to get into real estate?
I love showing houses. I love houses. I love the home, like the decorations and decorating homes and things like that. And I just love helping people. I love community. I just love working with the public. Okay. And I like to make a difference. So I started out in real estate, and eventually on my things to do list is to get to the point where I can purchase probably an apartment building and give back to the community. I'm big on teenage homelessness, and I want to be able to help young women and young men, be able to live and transition over to being self-sufficient. So eventually, it kind of goes hand in hand, in my opinion. Purchasing a building, getting these young kids off the street and assisting them. And, I think when we were growing up back then, I used to want to be a lawyer.
Yeah, I did too.
Right.
But then
but
all that school, no.
wanted to be a prosecutor. But I just want to be able to make a difference in somebody else's life. And it's a lot of programs out here for first-time home buyers where you don't really have to have any money down for your down payment. We have different programs with FHA. Now,
Okay.
you do have to pay for closing, but again, you can get gifts from your family members and stuff like that, monetary gifts, so that can help you. So it's a lot of different ways out here to purchase a home. People are really concerned with the interest rate, but at the end of the day, people are still buying.
Okay. And so is it help with what do you have to help out with the interest rate part? Anything?
Well, as an agent, we can't quote. We're not licensed to quote. Interest rate prices. I mean, interest rates. However, I do have a fabulous lender, and he's been in the business for 27 years that I work with, and he can definitely help. Even if it's credit repair, I think the lowest is like a 580.
Wow.
But we can get you in credit repair. We can work with you, and because I feel like if you can pay for apartments now are pretty expensive. They can range from 1,800 to I guess 2 or 3,000.
But something if you're living in a decent neighborhood and living in a decent apartment building, right?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. But you can also have a mortgage less than that. And I have sold homes. You know, Baltimore especially is a living a hidden gem there. Mortgages for 4-story, 3-bedroom home is like 1,100 dependent. So cheaper than an apartment, cheaper than rent. So it's a lot of programs out there. And I'll be willing to help, whoever needs help, even if it's questions relating to real estate. So I also specialize in commercial
Oh,
and
okay.
investment properties, flipping and things like that. So it's a lot of different things that I assist with.
Okay. And so I know, so I guess, so people, I guess they think that nobody's buying houses right now, right? Because of the interest rates going,
Interest
because
rate.
everybody was buying houses a year. Was it last year?
Last year, everybody they were overbidding on houses. Like the house could be 400, they probably put 30 or 40,000 down extra. It was just competitive. It was
Okay.
very competitive. And actually, what I'm seeing now, it still is competitive. The inventory is low. However, they're lowering the prices of the home, so that way people are kind of bidding higher to purchase
Okay.
them. So
Okay.
it's still the same concept, but even like new construction, there's also a lot of incentives for new construction and new builds. So again, they could just reach out to me, and I can kind of walk them through the process for new construction or whatever they're looking for.
Okay. So I guess, and maybe, I mean, for people who just don't know, right? Who pays the real estate agent? Do your clients pay you? Like, how does that work? Because
So
some people might think some people just don't know.
So it depends on the type of transaction, but the seller pays the agents. The
Oh,
sellers
the
pay the
person
agent.
who's selling the house. So if you're looking to buy a house, then you don't have to worry about paying anything.
So now, if it's new construction, then the new construction, like the people in townhomes, they give you a certain flat fee. They
Okay.
will pay us as well.
Okay.
So basically, it's the seller or new construction they pay because we're bringing the clients to them.
Got you. Okay.
So once we bring the clients to them for the new construction, then we pretty much are done. We sign off, and then, we help them through the process, of course, but they have their own lenders.
Got
And
you. Okay.
that's where you get the incentives from for that. So you wouldn't have to pay unless something really, really fell through, then the buyer would have to pay. But 9 times out of 10, it's the seller.
Okay. So if I'm looking for a house, I can just hire. And then, like, if I was looking to buy a house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you weren't my sister, right? And I was looking for a real estate agent. Like, what would be some things to look for in somebody who's a good real estate agent?
Somebody, I think, that's dedicated and that has the time and patience, because like I said, everybody is different. You definitely want them to be knowledgeable about the industry and to be able to walk you through, like I said, from point A to point B. As a first time home buyer, we can't assume. So, I try, like, and some other agents do it, they give you a presentation, like a 20-minute presentation of what your expectations are, what their expectations are, and things like that. Because it's kind of different when you're working with somebody and you really don't know them. So you want them to be attentive and responsive and really engaged. And I think that's what you should look for as with the agent.
Okay, if you were looking to hire an agent,
right?
Now,
and somebody is flexible. Got to be flexible.
It sounds like you had to be. That's why I sell life insurance, because I don't.
Yeah, got to be flexible.
You talk the patience part. Somebody told me the other day I have the patience of a rattlesnake.
Wow. I'm pretty patient.
You must be the opposite.
Exactly.
But I mean, we gotta get in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? Find the thing that's why we do this, is so hopefully too to be able to inspire some people that may not know what they want to do, right? Because when entrepreneur is such a wide variety of things that you can do, but this gives a glimpse into what the different areas of entrepreneurship are, right? And then I know with the class, like, how long is the class that you have to take to get your real estate license?
So it depends on your schedule. So they have 2-month class. They have like I think I'm not going to say 2 weeks, but 2-month class. It just varies based on your schedule. So you can always look it up. And once you take the class, which is totally different. So the classes are pretty much different from the actual real estate life. When you take the test and stuff like that, I'm like, oh my God, nothing is on the test of what I learned. But you just have to be persistent, and you have to really, really study, because everything, like contracts, everything, this is legal stuff. You have people's earnest money deposits that you have to submit to the title company and things like that. These are like really, really serious business transaction, and people can file complaints on you as an agent if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, because you have a fiduciary responsibility. And if someone files a complaint on you, that doesn't go away. It doesn't come off your license. And you can look our licenses up online, see how many complaints we have, if we have any. I don't, but you want to take it seriously, because people work hard, and this is a big purchase. So
yeah. For most people, it's the biggest purchase they'll ever make. Probably 99% of people, it's the biggest purchase they'll ever make in their life.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's a big deal. So if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, how would they reach you?
So they can call me directly. My number is 202-710-8047. That's my cell. And I actually work with, I work at Keller Williams Metropolitan, located in Baltimore, Maryland, and their address is 4015 Foster Avenue, Suite 300. I do have an office there, and the office number is 410-342-4444. And email is lymuse, MUSE, 214@gmail.com. And I would love to work with you. Or if you even have any questions, give me a call.
What about social? How do they get in touch with you on social media?
Social media, Lisa Muse Realtor. And that's on Instagram and as well as Facebook. I'm not a Twitter. It's the same.
Okay, Lisa Muse Realtor.
I'm not a Twitter person. I don't,
Okay.
I'm kind of old school, but yeah.
I got you. You got to catch up. And then, wait a minute. Didn't I see, weren't you on like TV or something like the other day?
I was on another podcast, and I sat on there. So they actually invited me back. So I'll go there once a month to talk about the real estate market and things like that. So, yeah.
That's exciting.
I'm excited. But I really thank you for having me. I really, really appreciate it because I'm very humble, and I just want to say thank you, and I love you.
I love you too. Oh, see, y'all got this. You got to see my mushy side for the people that think I don't have one.
You do.
But guys, this is Lisa Muse from Lisa. Her Instagram is Lisa Muse Realty. And her Facebook is Lisa Muse Realty. She left her phone number, her email, so her phone number to her office, the address to her office. So there is no reason that you can't get in touch with her if you want to. But if you are looking to, and then the last thing, so are you a buyer's agent or a seller's agent, or does it you do both?
I do both.
Okay,
so I do buyer's agent, seller's agent, commercial, investment, rental. If you want to rent also, just hit me up. Whatever you need, I'm there. And if I'm unable to, then I'll refer you to somebody else, but I'll be able to help you.
Okay, and then she's in Maryland and DC. Yep. So if you got that DC money, you can get where because DC is not cheap. But thank you so much, Lisa. I love you. Thank you for getting on, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you for taking your time out of your schedule to share with the audience what you're doing and how you can help them.
Thank you so much. I love you, and I will talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.